Hi, my name is Joshua Piggott. Have you ever wondered how different cultures vary from our own? The Cherokee Indians are a Native American tribe that's lived in the Appalachian region of what's now Tennessee for thousands of years. According to historians, they first settled in this land around the year 8000 BC. The Cherokee were a very religious people who believed in many gods and spirits, and respected their elders and chiefs, and they performed many rituals and ceremonies. For instance, there is a ceremony done every 7 years to honor their chief, usually done in the wintertime by the Cherokee people. During this ceremony, called the Uku dance ceremony, the chief, or Uku, is carried to the sacred circle. There, he is honored with dances and even given new clothes. Another ritual that the Cherokee perform, called the first new moon of spring, which usually takes place in March to celebrate the new planting season. During this ceremony, which would last about 7 days, the firekeeper would prepare a new sacred fire. Once it is ready, all of the houses were cleaned and given a few coals from this new sacred fire to replace the old coals. Predictions were also made during this time about the coming planting season, such as whether crops will turn out good or bad, and a deer tongue is thrown into the sacred fire. I believe that if I were to visit the Cherokee Nation, it would be a shock to their people that I don't practice, not believe in some of their traditions. I was shocked by some of the traditions and ceremonies that they practice. I also believe that a cultural shock for the Cherokee would be how people today tend to focus on themselves, which is an idea called individualism, whereas the Cherokee would have been focused on the community at large. In the Cherokee Nation, the main concern most of the time would have been gathering enough food to feed the people. In those days, the two main food sources would have been hunting and growing crops such as squash, beans, and corn. This is one of the main differences between today's culture, where people have not an access to any kind of food they want, and the culture that the Cherokee had, which they only had what nature provided. I believe that learning a little bit about the Cherokee ceremonies and customs would help me to understand them if I were to visit them. I hope you enjoyed this and not help you take something away from it.